a regular work day today in my Florida garden, and I'm bringing you along. It'll still be fun though, because we'll be hanging out together, and bringing you guys along with me will force me to do some of the things I've been putting off getting done. But first, there's a monarch butterfly on my Mexican sunflower. At least there was a moment ago. Let's go see. Looky there, it's still there. It's new, it's got to be new. I haven't seen a monarch. Well, I did see one flying around yesterday, but it was over in the neighbor's yard. But this one is new and spectacular. Oh my gosh, there's a sulfur flying around too. Oh, yay! I feel like it's been so long since I've had one of these in my garden. I just want to stand here and look at it. So you guys get to stand here and look at it too. Oh. All right, the monarch's flying around right now, but hopefully it'll hang out with us. First thing we're gonna do is plant these two blueberry plants that I've had sitting in my garden for quite some time. They're both natives. The one is down there in a pot. It's actually got some tropical sage growing up with it, and that is a shiny blueberry. And then the other one is right back there, and that is a high bush blueberry. And both of those are going to get planted in the ground pretty much right where they are, because that's where they've been sitting and they seem to be fine there. The shiny blueberry is a little blueberry shrub. It only gets 1 to 2 feet tall, blooms in the spring. It attracts pollinators, and then it provides blueberries for my garden wildlife, including birds and squirrels. So I'm just gonna pop this in the ground right where it was. I don't know why it's taken me so long to plant this little one, but today's the day. And there it is. It looks really pretty actually in there behind the red pentas. I went ahead and left all the little tropical sages that are coming up right there with it. I mean, they've been living together happily so far, so why not let a good thing keep going? Now this high bush blueberry likes a moist, wet setting and part shade. Where it is right now, it's not getting either. So let me look around and think about it. I'm thinking about maybe putting it right back in there, because we have ugly wall back there and ugly air conditioner, you know, that we've been trying to cover up forever. It gets part shade, and because there's things over here I water regularly, like my Pipevine and this lignum vitae needs water. I can make sure it gets watered, so I think that'll be a good place for it, because it wants to get like 6 to 8 feet tall, so it can grow up like kind of back beside the sweet almond. Yeah, I think that'll be good. The only thing is I have to climb back there. Well, not climb, duck under back there, and try not to let all the things that like to fall off the sweet almond into my hair fall off into my hair. All right, let's do it. It's in the ground. I think it's going to be happy there. And I just saw Mr. Blacksnake over sunning in my workspace when I was taking the empty pot back over there. He gave me a little surprise, but it was nice to see him. You guys, these are my wind chimes you always hear in the background. Some of you have commented. They're actually musically tuned. My kids got them for me for Mother's Day, and I love them. They're not just your everyday wind chimes. I actually had to pick the key they play in. My children are very musical. My mom was very musical. I have none of that in me. I mean, I like music, but as far as reading music and playing an instrument, not so much. But I know what sounds good. A watched caterpillar egg never hatches. I was just checking on my Polydelma swallowtail eggs, and I still have no baby caterpillars. I should be glad about that because the longer they take to hatch, the longer my pipevine has to grow back out of dormancy. And it is starting to grow back, and I am so grateful for that. Now it just needs to grow fast. I feel like there should be some kind of special dance I should be able to do to make my host plants grow fast. You know, like a rain dance to make it rain. We need a host plant growth dance because I hopefully have a whole lot of little babies coming. Up next, I have some wonky Pentas plants that I had been meaning to up pot into some of my tall grow pots, and then I want to put them back behind my Pentas garden so they'll be like a little taller than everybody else. And I just haven't done it yet. But today, again, today is the day because you're with me, and so I got to do my work because you're watching. And wonky plants means some of the plants that I grow for my little nursery business grow crooked. Now this one I've got staked, so it's going to straighten up. But this one has got this like really tall, leggy stem before it splits off. It's not nursery ready, at least to me. So I'm keeping this one. It's my little sweet baby, and it's staying with me. I have a few others like that too. So I'm gonna put them in some tall grow pots. Because you know I like tiered planting where there's like a lower level and a higher level. And if I put the grow pots back behind, you won't see the pot, you'll just see the plant. Right now the plant will be small, but when it grows in, it'll have that fabulous effect. I have my tall grow pot sitting right back here. Look at this. This is my row of gorgeous pentas that are going to be delivered to the nectary soon. Yay! And these two pots are the ones we're gonna plant. I like to fill the bottoms of them with random things to take up some space so it doesn't all have to be potting soil. These are all my new baby pentas growing in. Be the next group going to the nectary. Okay, so for this bin, I brought out my compost trash from my garden room. And this is my second wonky plant. See how it's going off to the side? It's beautiful, but it's just gonna stay here with me. And now I'm just topping them off with some potting soil. I just walked up to turn the hose on, but I want to show you. Look at my rue. It's beautiful. It's got this darker, older growth, and the new growth is like lighter green. Look at this stem back here. I think that is so pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna go fill those pots with water to help the compost and stuff I stuck in the bottom mush together, and let the potting soil settle down more before I plant the pentas. And that rue is a host plant for the eastern block swallowtail and the giant swallowtail, and it's really easy to grow from seed. And they sell it on Joyful Butterfly as plants and seeds. I bought the plants from them, those ones, but I have grown some from seed. And I placed my first order with Joyful Butterfly. Woohoo! What did I buy? Pipevine. It's not shipping till the beginning of March, I think, but just knowing it's coming for my baby caterpillars, it just puts me at ease. Hopefully it'll ride by the time they're the big chonkers that just eat voraciously. Okay, let's go pot the pentas. Oh, and I have an affiliate link for Joyful Butterfly linked in the description. If you order from Joyful Butterfly, I so appreciate it when you use my affiliate link, because they pay a little percentage to me for every sale I send their way from my channel. And also, I'd love to know what you're buying. Okay, now we're gonna go pot the pentas. This is kind of fun watching the soil sink down as the weight of it compresses all the fun compost materials. All right, let's do this one. How low will it go? When I was a kid, if you just gave me a hose and dirt, I was so happy. I used to love to blast the hose and make rivers and roads. There's something fun about it. I'm also the parent that dug a huge hole in my backyard, this backyard, before it was all a butterfly garden, when my kids were little, and I ran the slip and slide into it, and I filled the big hole with water so it made a mud bog. They had the best time. See, look how much this one settled down. And look at that one, watch, it's sinking. That's fabulous. All right, let me get my pentas in. Look, it's still going. See, when I surround this with dirt, if I just lean it like that, it'll make the stem go straight up, and the rest of the plant will straighten up, especially if I turn it so it's pointing away from the sun. It'll straighten out. Hey, look, it's staying there. Let's hurry and put the soil in before it moves. Let's pretty it up a little bit. Can't put it right back there. It's actually right behind my little shiny blueberry. And the stems are leaning away because the sun comes from back here where I am. So they'll eventually bend the other way and straighten up. Straighten up, red pentas. I just put the other one right there. And again, it's leaning away from the sun, so it'll straighten up a little bit too. So they're both kind of, actually they're uneven. Oh, we must fix that. But they're flanking the button bush that is still waiting to come out of dormancy. Actually, it does kind of curve around, so it's okay if they're off center. It's okay. I declare it okay. You guys, I'm just standing out here watering in some things, and I just realized that is my high bush blueberry right there. So the blueberry bush that I thought was a high bush blueberry and planted in a high bush blueberry setting back there is another type of Florida Native blueberry. And of course, I can't recall the name of it, but I'm gonna go find out and see if I have to move it. That's so me. So, I had to go back and watch 2 of my old YouTube videos to find out that that blueberry that I thought was the high bush, but it's not because I already planted the high bush, is in fact Elliott's blueberry. Vaccinium elliotti is the scientific name. And it says that it gives the best blueberry production when planted in full sun. So I'm gonna duck under and go dig it up and just move it up forward in the same area, because the front part of this area does get full sun. You hear my mockingbird in the background? I love it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna plant it right behind these 2 little Darrow's blueberries because they're cousins. They're cousins. They're also cousins with the high bush blueberry, but that cousin's back there because it gets more shade back there, which is why I put it there. So, but they're close enough they can still be cousins and hang out, and that one won't feel so left out over there because, you know, they're close. All right, I'm gonna go tromp back and dig that one up again. Well, not again. This will be the first time digging it up. I'm gonna plant it again. And Janet, I just want to say, if you're watching this, I can almost hear you chuckling at my struggle with these scientific names and remembering which plant is which. I'm feeling the love. All right, so look, you don't see it there because I didn't plant it there. I decided I still walk back there from time to time, and so I didn't want to block that open space. So I put it still with its cousins, but I just put it kind of beside. So it's right here. And actually that's a perfect spot for it. And let me get in close and show you its spectacular little flowers. Look how pretty this is. I love it. All right. I hope you enjoy your new little home, little Elliott's blueberry. You guys, look, Amazon just delivered my garden mesh netting. Let's go cover my raised planter so my zinnias can grow and not get eaten. I'm just laying it over, and I'm just gonna hook it on with clips, these little clips, all the way around. And then once I'm done over here, I'll just cut off the excess. And actually, I'm going to use that for something else. It's actually really pretty how it shimmers in the sunlight like gossamer. I thought it might be a big kind of eyesore in the garden, but not so much. And those gorgeous zinnias make it all worth it. Because I'm out here watering and I'm shooting the hose up so it comes down like rain. And there's a bunch of little birds over there, and my wild black cherry tree having little bird baths. Can you see them in there? They're adorable. I could stand here and do this all day. And now this needs to happen. This is a little polydamas swallowtail. He closed this morning, clearly ready to go. Look, the monarch's back on the verbena. Hey everyone, it's Friday. Let's go take a walk through my garden and see what's happening. And then I'm gonna go in and get this video up for you tonight, and I'm probably gonna start filming for Monday's video because I just got some packages. It's a partly cloudy afternoon. We had like this mini cold front come through, and it just kind of knocked the humidity a little lower. It's like super lovely and comfortable today in Florida. My Florida Native Wildflower garden is really filling up. I think the back half back there is more weeds. The front half up here is a mix of weeds and wildflower seedlings coming up. And for me, it's hard to tell. Like, I can tell, thanks to Janet, thank you, that this is lyre leaf sage. Now, what's around it, I don't know. And some of them I look at and I know it's a native Florida wildflower, but I don't know what it is. Like over here, I'm trying to step carefully. This cluster, I actually think Okay, I'm going to say what I guess it is. I think this is the Georgia aster. And then I have these things. Like, are these things I want? Or are these weeds? I don't recall seeing these before. And then I'm not sure if this is a weed or not. I know these are weeds, but like I said, I'm just going to leave them all be because eventually the wildflowers will get tall and the weeds will just be hidden underneath. Hopefully that's how it's going to go. I mean, a lot of these are still tagged from when I originally put everything in, so those ones are easy. There's something interesting coming up here too. I know this is somebody. Now the sign says Dixie aster, so it's possible. Actually, I think it is. We'll find out. I don't know, these are my hammock snake roots. I really like these. I just actually started more seeds to get more of these in my garden. I could stay in this garden section for a while and show you little clumps of leaves and guess what they are, but let's move on. We'll be back there many times. And then right across from there, Garden of Snow and Fire, and a bee. Hello, bee. Growing in nicely. My silver buttonwood back there is doing great. I've been watering it regularly. This fire bush that got a little bit burdened by the freeze. You can see some leaf damage there, but it's already putting out a lot of new growth. And this was the first silver buttonweed I planted in here. Buttonwood, not weed, buttonwood. Silver buttonwood I planted in here, and it's growing in fabulously. Something I want to show you though are my snowberries. I think these are so pretty, and they're supposed to have the berries, if I'm not mistaken, I think year round. I mean, look how pretty that is in here. I love the combination of these with that silver buttonwood and then the random tropical sage that comes up. Look how pretty this tropical sage is with the silver buttonwood behind it. This pipevine over here on the trellis, it gets longer and longer every day I come out. I've actually swirled it around to get it to come back because it was all sending out the trailers looking for something new to cling on. So I keep bringing them back and wrapping them around. Lots of food for my sweet little baby caterpillars that I hope hatch soon. It looks like my little cover protected the zinnias in there. Well, the ones that are there. Definitely gonna have to add more seeds, but I don't see any signs of something trying to break in to the little covering. So that's encouraging. I showed you this scarlet hibiscus last week, and it was about to here. It's almost doubled the height in a week. Remember when we transplanted this little zinnia in here? It's still doing great, and the other one is opening. It's a nice hot bright pink. Something munched on my cosmos. But this cosmos is growing a lot since we just put this in earlier this week. But the one in the middle, man, that was the one that got snacked on. The one in the back, a little bit of munching. And thank you, all of you who attempted to help me identify this. I think it was David that remembered it was the Buddleia orange scepter, I think, and I did order that because I remembered as soon as he posted that comment, I thought that I remember because I couldn't imagine what an orange Buddleia would look like, and so now I have it, and I love it. And actually, you know, I think that plant in combination in here with this little beach tea would be a really pretty combination because they have similar shade of leaves, but yet they're different shape. And this one is getting little blooms on it, and it looks like it has an orangey peachy hue. Look at those leaves, aren't they cool up close? Oh my gosh, I love it. So I think I'm going to actually plant both of these in the ground together nearby in this garden space. I think they'll be really pretty together. And we'll end here-ish. I could go on. I mean, I could go on and on and on. This video is just getting longer and longer, but maybe we'll just reserve that for a Friday thing, a more meandering video. This is my Vitex. It's growing back. I was worried maybe it died because I had transplanted it a couple times, but no. It is putting out new blooms. Now, this is what I have a question about. This has come up in here. It's probably a weed, isn't it? Is it dog fennel? I don't know, but it makes me think of carrots. This is kind of like when you plant a carrot head. This is kind of what it looks like, but I didn't put any carrot heads in here, so I don't know if this is a friend or a foe. There's two of them coming up in this pot with the Vitex. And yes, I could use my app on it, and several of you have been suggesting that. I do have an app that, let me tell you, it gets things wrong so often that I don't trust it anymore. Because there's things that I've done it on that I know what it is and it tells me the wrong thing. So I don't trust it, but I trust you guys. If enough of you say the same thing, I'll feel pretty confident. Friend or foe? Tell me in the comments. And with that, we'll close this video. Join the milkweed crew. I love it. I got another crew member. Yay, this week. Welcome. And tap the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Anything I use in this video hopefully will be linked in the Amazon links, Joyful Butterfly affiliate link. You know all the stuff. It's all in the description section. The hardest thing is finding it. But it's there. Just find the more ... tap it and then tap it again and it'll open everything up. And with that, I will see you in my next video.